everybody. Okay. Hope you guys are enjoying your Monday. Woo! Blood out here on the Wall Street. Oh my goodness, there's blood out here in the streets, I tell you. But hey, it's to be expected. This is going to be one of those videos that's not going to get a bunch of views because it ain't no fighting. No one's being murked. Okay? It's educational. So trust me. I know it's going to be low views. It's not about that. Okay? My survival does not depend on YouTube. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this here is not for the views. I'm doing this one here because if I got good news, I have to share it. We've been hearing it's going to be all right. Well, good luck with that. Because not from what I see. Anyway, a lot's going on. Still losing money in Wall Street, but I'm holding. I'm just going to hold through the storm, and I'm going to do a short video about investments and why people say, oh, do a video on that. I'm just going to show you what you can do to learn about investments. I'm not going to even ever do that because I know how it'll go. I cannot predict the stock market. No can anyone. And I'll say what I'm doing. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do because then when it goes bad, you look at it and say, oh, and she said, so we're not going to do that. But I'm going to try and get to today some things you can do to learn. Warren Buffett is buying. I wonder why. Because time. People know when that happens. It's blood in the streets. If you've got time, especially younger people, you might can reap the rewards. Scared money don't make money. Anyway, let's get this going. I am so excited. I did this video last night. Had an issue with it. So we're going to try it again today. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to get this money? Let's talk about my latest investment. No, it's not stocks. So, I was visiting a friend, and forgive me, my voice is a little different because I've been having my allergies. It's really bad, okay? So, visiting a friend. I said, what's the zip code here? Why do you ask? Because I want to see if there are some estate sales. You just want to go. So, I just listen to the video. I'm not saying I make no guarantees. I'm not acting as a broker. I'm not acting as an art dealer because that's not who I am. I'm not acting as a financial advisor, an art critic, an appraiser. None of that. I'm simply sharing with you what I do, okay? And I'm so excited. This happened, was it last week or so? I'm still excited. Oh my God. Despite losing a lot of money in Wall Street. Let me say this. Again, this is my opinion. Consider it for kicks and giggles, entertainment purposes. A disclaimer. So again, I'm not acting as a broker or an appraiser. Rich people do put money in art to do what? Hedge against inflation. They put money in art. If you got some rich friends, go ask them. Go Google it. Money in art, real estate, gold. Okay? So, visiting a friend, I'm like, what's the zip code here? And I plug it in, okay, let's see if there's any estate sales. So I was going to go en route to one place, then I happened to see another location. And I check it out and I go in. I went in, and this is a rather upscale area, okay? Upscale area. And a lot of cars are there. It's busy, so we have some good stuff. And just, if you're in an upscale area, you may find some treasure. Don't get me wrong, you can find treasure also in like maybe lower income. I've seen a working class location, and Mima had some stuff in there. I thought, wow, this is like super, super great. Okay, so I love museums, okay? Ladies, if I'm sure some of you like them as well, love museums. You can look at art, I've never bought from a museum. I know people that have, but yeah, I haven't. I'll be honest with you. So I love museums. I love art. So I go to this estate sale, and I gotta walk all the way down the street. Got my Fitbit on, so those steps will count. Downstairs, you know what to expect. You got I did get some tapestry. You got the tapestry. You got people got the baby grand piano. So you've got like living stuff in the kitchen and china and dishes. And furniture. I'll take a quick whoop downstairs, and I'm going whoop. If there's an upstairs, that's where I'm going. Okay, to the bedroom areas. And that's just how I operate. So I go in this house, and upstairs is a room full of art. I'm like, wow, so much art. I mean, this person has so much art. It was blowing my mind. It's like, my gosh, you kidding me? And I have learned that sometimes in estate sales, sometimes other things that didn't sell elsewhere, they will do an estate sale. And if it's a dealer, my understanding is that sometimes they will bring other things from other estate sales that did not sell or things that they have. Don't forget, they also sell out of warehouses. All right. So sometimes they'll bring those things and then you have a whole bunch of stuff. So this is like art heaven. Again, I'm so excited despite losing so much money in Wall Street. So I see this painting and voila, it speaks to me. I'm like, wow, this is interesting. Now I wasn't so much in love with it just kind of spoke to me, that kind of thing. And I just kind of thought money might be in that painting. So I paid a little over $200. Now keep in mind, the week before that, I got another oil painting, and that one was around $200. And then I Googled it because it's selling for like around $4,000 to $6,000. All paintings by that particular artist. Okay, so heck yeah. So now at this place here, I see a painting. This one here was exactly, I think that one was 220 something. Yeah. So, and I'm looking at it like, should I buy it? Should I buy it? And my mind just told me, it's crowded in here. We're literally bumping into each other. So just buy it. So I buy it along with some other things. I get this oil painting and I'm like so excited. And I said, oh, this is a well-known person. Okay. All right. And then once I get with a few other things, I then go and I go to my car, load my stuff up, and then I Google it. One of the best investments. You want to know why? Work by that artist is selling between $9,000 and $13,000. That's what I said. Work by that artist is selling between $9,000 and $13,000. Now, for the naysayer, well, it may not be real. You can have it appraised. You can have it appraised. I don't want to lose my money. Then you don't know about investing. Nothing is guaranteed. With most estate sales, my understanding, sales are final. There's no coming back next week. I want my refund. It doesn't work like that. It's an estate sale. So yeah, a little over $200, 220 something. And now it's checking. The artist's work is selling for, and you can check the signatures. That's why I look for signatures. Some things I may just like how it looks. I'll just buy it. It's selling for over $9,000 and $13,000. What does that mean? What that means is I just increased my net worth. Aside from losing so much in the market, and then I thought about it. I was like, wow, look at this location. Look at the cars. Gee, I wonder if these people are dumb worried about their rent. I doubt it. Not in that neighborhood. Not when you're driving Maseratis and Benz and big boy BMWs. You know what I'm saying? Late model. Not when you got Tesla up and down the block, Range Rovers. All those people. I was like, darn. So I did get that painting, and I was so, and a few other things. Over $200, and the artist's work is selling between $9,000 and $13,000. This one had some paperwork with it, authentication. So sure, I will say this here: be alert for there's a lot of, sometimes they'll say fake art, things of that nature. It does happen. There was a big shake up a little while ago in the art world. It happens. People do it in wine. You think you're paying all this money for wine, and it's some bootleg stuff. And then the professional gets a host, and they're like, yeah, the taste is off. So you may want to get information. What I've been doing, I've been so extremely busy. I always am as an entrepreneur. You know how that goes. And I've been watching a lot of videos. Now, one person here, I have no affiliation. I'm just sharing with you my information. I do not know her, never met her, but I have been watching her channel, and it is Dr. Lori V. Again, I'm not a selfish person. You can do your own research. There are many appraisals out there, some charged. I just found one. I believe it's Bonhams. I think they will do an appraisal for free. So it just depends. There's so much out there. So what I've been doing is gathering information what to look for, because guess what? I'm going to be flipping some of this stuff. I'm going to be flipping it. Now, let me get to this here, and then I want to show you something. I know with the gas prices being high, a lot of people do not have time or money or the desire to hop in a car and pay all the high gas prices. Thanks, Biden. Pay all the high gas prices to travel around because, it's expensive. I totally get it. That's okay. I got another potential hookup for you, okay? Sit tight. So, after buying that, and again, I'm so geeked up, and I was like, hey, to my phone, I don't understand another day. I have to check out this art sale. So then I go again today, and I was like, man, look what I found. I'm like, my gosh, I have got to get there and go again. So I go back the very next day, same thing. It's all crowded, and I was like, oh no, man. The next day, you cannot wait. A lot of that art was gone, gone, baby, gone. Given a location, you think these people are worried about their rent? Why are they buying it? No, because they know art. Oh, yeah. They know art. They're not buying it for nothing. And I'm mad at myself because I did something so insanely stupid. I'm sorry. I am so mad at myself. I'm going to walk over here. So in case you hear movement, that's me. So they had these prints. There's even money in prints. I learned so much. And I just want to share with you, I am not making... I'm not saying what you're going to find your encounter. I will suggest to anyone, male or female, you gotta anyone you know that may have time on their hands, or just for your pleasure. Me, I enjoy this. I absolutely love it. Again, losing a lot of money in the stock market, but guess what? This art just has me on a high right now. So I would just say go to an estate sale, and my gosh, already, just go and check it out. You don't have to spend any money. Go and check it out and just see what's rocking. I am mad at myself because they had some art in there, and they had some prints. I don't really know about prints. Well, it's a fine time for me to find out, which I'm pissed because what I should have did, I just should have bought them. Because why? Some of that stuff in there, I did some more research, and oh my gosh, so I got one. Okay. I did some more research, and sweet Lord Almighty, guess what? Some of that stuff was from the 17 and 1800s prints. Ladies and gentlemen, there's money in prints. I had no idea. I'm just sharing it with you. I hope you can make some money. Money in prints. Had no idea. And then I look on the back. I'm like, well, what's all of this here? I can't really see it. Get the magnifying glass. Date of 1887. Then I got a hold of one item totally blowing my mind here. Guess what? I said, oh my goodness. So I did buy two. I bought one of each. And they were like $5 and $6. Man, guess what? One of the pieces here, I look up, what in the heck? You are so kidding me? It's in the British Museum. There was so much art. It was just so much art. It was crazy. It was like totally insane. In a British museum. And I'm like, what's all this here? This French stuff. So I just bought one to see. I bought one of those. And then I bought one of the other, which was kind of weird to me. But I said, hey, let me just see what this is all about. Yeah. In a British museum. So I'm going to have that appraised. We'll see what happens. If it's worth something. Some of those I'm seeing, they may sell for maybe $600 or $800. Some one I saw was $950. So I want to see what I have. I'm not familiar with prints, but I thought it's only a couple of bucks. Why not go to it? Let's see what happens. Okay. Now, maybe you don't have $200 to spare, and I totally get it. Been there, done that. I understand. And with this economy, I definitely understand. So let me go ahead and give you some more information. And here's the thing. I had a mature black woman. She said to me, oh, a lot of people always talk to you. Well, what's going on? She said something that was kind of silly to me. She's like, I hate to say it. He was like, why are these white people always talking to you? And I was like, you sound ridiculous. It's just people. Not many black people that I've encountered go to estate sale. So me, I'm just a friendly person. So yeah, if I see you there, don't be surprised if I come up and go, hey, hey, you find anything good? That's just me. It's my personality. Okay. I know I got to calm it down sometimes. But I told her, she's like, I said, the way you come off sometime, even a lot of black people will not come up to you, because you come off a little differently, you know, what I'm saying is she doesn't come off as friendly. And I'm like, sometimes if a person just speaking to you, you got your eyes all up in the head, they can sense that negative energy, okay, and they'll walk away. I said, so me, I'm just a pleasant person. I'm just me. I've had people come up to me and we're speaking, and I'm sure I've talked with them, they may not want to be bothered. And I'm like, yeah, okay, and I'm just still being pleasant. I'm still being pleasant. And it's like, okay, well, I really gotta go. Oh my God. I'm sorry, red boxes at $16. I'm sorry, red boxes at $16 a share. And we've been talking about it when it was $3 and $6 and $10 last week. I'm sorry. Anyway, oh jeez. And I don't even think I made the trade. Oh my God. Anyway, let's get back to this. Sorry. So anyway, I'm like, so sometimes when people are talking to you, maybe you don't want to be bothered, but sometimes you can learn and listen. You can learn and listen. All right? So guess what happened? Talk about learning, listening. So I'm learning about prints. I had no idea these prints doing pictures. Have no idea. Again, bought one. I'm like, oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so we'll see what the value is. I'm seeing a couple $100 on the high end. So, this one guy comes and he's got the big, he's got his like very beautiful card where say it's been very large. And so next thing you know, he's putting a whole bunch of art frames in there. So when I came back the other time, I came early. And so they weren't quite open, so we're waiting outside. So he already goes inside the place. And it's not time to open up yet. I'm there like an hour early. And so me and this other lady, she's there, and she's like, hey, you know what? It's not fair to us. He let that guy in. And so they're like, oh, yeah. And she questioned them, and they're like, oh, yeah. He's only in here because he purchased some items before, and he's coming to pick them up. So then it's been like an hour. I was really there like an hour and 10 minutes early. And she says, hey, I've been noticing this is unfair. I'm leaving. He's still in there. And I was like, I thought he was just picking and loading up. And I said, girl, you know what? I said, he's not picking. I said, I bet he's in there shopping. I said, an hour? No, I bet he's in. I said, they're letting him shop. So then he comes out. Guess what he's got? I said, oh my gosh, he's getting a whole bunch of the oil paintings. Then I thought, where's his truck? I'm like, that's a very nice car, a late model. Why are you putting all of this? What's going on? The guy took all of the frames, empty frames, no picture inside. He took all of them. I know because I was in the day before. He took all the frames. Why did he take all the frames? And I said, why is he taking all the frames? And she's like, oh, he can sell those. See, some of those pictures, he doesn't even care about the photo. He's after the frame, this money in frames. So I take my phone out, and then I start to check. And I'm like, he's got a lot of vintage frames. I'm checking, and I start to Google some frames. Then you can buy frames, $19, $26. Yeah, great. I said, let me look at some more high-end frames because some of that stuff is very old. Some of the high-end frames were selling for $1,000 to $4,000 a frame. The larger frames, heavy frames. Gee, maybe that's why he loaded up that vehicle with all those frames. He didn't leave one frame left. Took all of them. Then we find out that he made a deal and said, hey, I'll take all this, that, and the other. I'll take like a whole lot at a certain price. And that's the deal that he made. And it's the same thing that African-American man was telling me when I went to the other place. So that's what he did. So ergo to you, there's money in frames. There is money in frames. I then later on realizing that, and again, just, sometimes you don't want to be bothered, but listening to people, you may learn something. Again, I didn't know about prints until I saw that. Oh my gosh, had no idea. Okay. Now hindsight's 2020. At least I got, 2 of them. I didn't know about frames, money in frames, just frames. Oh my goodness. Now I know. And to make it more interesting, guess what? The guy drove 4 hours. He drove 4 hours. Guess what? Just to get those pictures and to get those frames. He made a 4-hour drive one way. Then I see Mima over here. oh my goodness. I said, did someone buy all this art? And there was a lot of art that was a little more expensive. I wasn't going to be paying $400 to $500. I have my budget. I think I only had maybe like, of course I had my card on me, but I like to carry cash sometimes. So I only had like maybe $450 on me at best. Yeah, I think, yes, I had around that, okay, in cash, just in case, all right, just in case something happens. But they pretty much use those call-less things, so you're going to be should be super fine. So anyway, I look up, and then I see a whole bunch of stuff coming out, and then I kind of like touch it a little bit. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's nice. And then this lady comes over, goes, oh yeah, she says, yeah, I got this yesterday. I'm just here to pick it up because I saw her go in too, and I'm thinking, okay, are they letting her in? Are letting us in? So the same thing. She drove 4 states. She drove from North Carolina, came in the white van, and she says, oh yeah, I bought all this stuff and I'm taking it back. And I got to thinking, she drove from North Carolina? That's states away. The price of gas. What does that tell you? She's in it. She's more than likely flipping it. She's in it for business. Then I looked in her van. She had a driver. It only had 2 seats. The rest of the van was emptied out. And I was like, she goes, oh yeah, I bought all this yesterday. And let me tell you something. She bought the expensive. I said, oh my, I saw that. Wow. It's like, yeah. She said, so I'm going to look this up. And I'm going to be headed back to North Carolina. Stop and think. With the price of gas, why do you think that person would do that? It has to be some money somewhere. My dad said to me at an early age, he said, whenever you see them doing something, and meaning people that are productive, some money involved, he said, whenever you see them doing something, guess what? It's something to it. So check it out. And that's exactly what I did. So I said, wow, she bought all that art. You got to be kidding me. Other things in the house. And you're taking all this in that gas guzzling van, driving all the way back to North Carolina. So you have to drive it down here. I said, I'm like, oh, so do you have a home here? He goes, no, I used to, but I don't. So you drove down here, stayed in a hotel, and then you came back the next day, and you're getting all this, and you're taking all this to your home. Wow. You think she's doing that and worried about her rent? No, she's more than likely comfortable, probably has an antique shop, and I'm learning that a lot of them, they're antique dealers. So guess what? You can go and buy frames. Now, what I did, I was visiting another friend, and so I passed by this little dinky thrift store. Most of you probably would want to go in, but yo, honey, I don't think I'm too good for the party. I will go. If it's some treasure to be fine, something's going to be up in there. I don't care about anybody say. Gucci store 1 week, thrift store next week. That's just me, my personality. I am not going in there. I went in there, ladies, and I found some frames. I went in there, ladies. It was a dinky thrift store, and guess what? I found a picture. $8. I paid $8 and it was signed, and I said, oh my God, this is beautiful. It is gorgeous. And then guess what? Keep in mind, I told my homegirl, I listen. You come across with a stinky attitude sometimes just fake it. Okay, really? And you can listen and you can learn something. I learned about the frames. I'm quite loquacious. I talk a lot, obviously. That lady had me beat. I didn't get a funky attitude like, Becky, I don't want to be bothered right now. I'm listening to my song. No. What's she talking about? That's intelligence. So I'm like, wow, frames. So then I'm looking at this frame here, this picture, beautiful picture. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to go tomorrow. I paid $8 for it. It was signed. And guess what? When it was signed, you know what I found out? I Googled the name. The picture is selling for, by that artist, $2,300. $2,300 is what it's selling for. All paintings by that particular artist, okay? So speaking of, and I'm talking fast, so this video won't be so very long, okay? So check this out. I want you to go ahead and look at this right here. So I would just say I'm excited. Like I said, the one I paid for that was over $200, about $220 something. Look at it this way: when you have oil, baby doll, you own it. You own it. You own this car. Okay, what's it? What it's paid for? 27,000. Okay, that's part of your 50,000, whatever it is. That's part of your net worth. So guess what? By buying that painting and it's selling by that artist from $9,000 to $13,000, I just increased my net worth, and that's why I'm telling you. To a lousy $220 just increase my net worth. That's what I did. These prints, the same thing. That is why I am telling you that painting, and you can have these evaluated. You can get evaluation. Some charge. You can Google different companies. I'm telling you. I just want, this is, to me, it's good news. That's why I am sharing it with you, because it's freaking awesome good news. That about the frames. Then I went to another thrift store, and I bought frames like $1.50 and $2. Those frames are nice. Guess what? I'm going to try and sell them. So I've been watching a whole lot of videos, like been watching, and again, choose your person. I'm just saying me personally. I've been watching. Her name is what? Dr. Lori V. And I think her YouTube channel, I don't know the lady at all. Not haven't met her. Knowledge is power. It's not a divestment channel. As a matter of fact, she's Caucasian. It does not matter. Life is business. She has a PhD in it, in art appraisals, in art history. So that right there, I've been watching her channel. Why? So I can gain information. I have a painting right here. I've got two, not realizing, oh my gosh, is that what that? Oh my God, I'm losing so much money in the market. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have logged in trying to multitask here. I just got a text. So that right there, it is just, you can learn so much. So despite the market lose, I'm already down just to my backup account just now. Oh, let's see, since last week, $5,000. Ain't that grand? But hey, it happens. It happens. But on the good note, I'm investing in art. The other piece was like what, close to 200. Well, I bought a couple things with that one, and that was around $4,000 to $6,000. So if you have that art, you are increasing your net worth, and you can also bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. You can go ahead and for this is part of your legacy, because your children, they can inherit it now. So I can hurry up and get off this video because I got to go. Check this out. Speaking to another lady, she's like, oh yeah, Goodwill, they get a lot of things too, but they don't put the expensive items in their store. No, I did not know that. So she goes, yeah, they sell it online. I'm like, Goodwill's online? I said, I know about them being on eBay. She goes, oh no, they've been left eBay. Oh, really? They sure have. www.shopgoodwill.com. So what I mentioned earlier, I said about in the driving with gasoline prices and all that. Yeah. Well, you may want to check out shopgoodwill.com again. I'm not acting as the professional. I'm only telling you. I only share my information. So last night, I saw this oil painting. I saved it here as one of my favorites. It's a little hot, one of my favorites. Last night, the oil painting was, and it is a bidding system. You have to bid on it. Some things they do have what's called buy now. When you click the buy now button, let me tell you two things. When they confirm, make sure you are committed to buying that item, because you don't want to hit buy now and don't buy it. That might go against you. So there's buy now and then place your bid. Last night, this painting here, right here, Roy Gonzalez Tabora. He's typically known as Roy Tabora, not using a middle name. This painting here last night, it was $52, and that was around $7.25 last night. $52. It is now $96. Why? The time left on this one is 1 day and 2 hours. So shopgoodwill.com. Maybe you don't have time. You don't want to get in the car and spend the gas. I understand. To me, I feel I've got to come up on the estate sales, and that's why I am sharing it with you. I want to empower someone. It may not work for everybody. I make no guarantees. I don't know what you're going to come across. If it's real or fake, I have no idea. I'm only sharing with you my information. So this painting here by Roy Gonzalez Tabora, like I said, when I'm in the estate sales, I got my phone out and kind of get an idea, especially if it is signed. Okay? You can see I'm so hyped up, despite losing money in the market. So anyway, Roy Gonzalez Tabora. This site is shopgoodwill.com. Are they paying me any money? Heck no. An endorsement, a promotion? Heck no. Give me a discount? Heck no. I'm only showing information because maybe this can help someone. And if it can, let's get to it. And see, here it is signed. Here is the signature. Now, why am I showing you this? On shopgoodwill.com. This is a way that you can start a business, and you can maybe consider, if you want to, it could be a hobby. All right? Flip art. I've even seen on here Rolex and Chanel bags. I've seen on here a bootleg Chanel bag. I'm like, that's not real. It says made in China. I've seen on here a real Chanel flap bag. I've seen a couple of Chanel flap bags that are real. Oh, yeah. I'm like, wow, I've got that bag. Chanel Chevron. Chanel Cambon. Yeah, Theodore Voodoo Cambon. I've seen some real ones on here. And I have seen a fake one. Okay? Just letting you know. That's my experience, my perception. Okay? So, why am I showing you this here? They sell a lot of things. They sell clothing. I've seen so much Burberry on here. It's a crying shame. I've seen Rolex watches on here go for over $10,000. Yeah. That's what I've seen on here. So some people, I don't do Goodwill. Do you really think poor people are buying a Rolex watch for over $10,000? Okay. So sometimes people hype themselves up, whatever you say. They get all hyped up, think they're all that, and not knowing you're trying to be bougie and you're really Mrs. Lint Pocket Larry. Get with the program. People with money, the idea is to hold on to it. So yeah, they'll buy a pre-owned Rolex. Like I said, I've seen Chanel bags on there go between $3,000 and sometimes $5,000. That person is not worried about their rent. That person has money, and they're shopping at shopgoodwill.com. Okay, a woman told me about that as I'm, just out doing a little thrifting thing, and I appreciate it. I had no idea. Okay, so I can go ahead and get this done. I got to get this call. Roy Tabora, and I am not an art critic. I'm definitely not an expert. But here's one thing you can consider doing if you want to. I'm doing it for the fun and trying to make some money. Roy Gonzalez Tabora. You see this oil painting here? The current bid price is at $96. Gee, I wonder why. We all have a phone, right? I wonder why. So I Google paintings by Roy Gonzalez Tabora, and what do you see on the screen? Boop! You think I'm playing? Look at what they're selling for. I just told you, and it's no joke. There wasn't something special in my coffee when I found it at the estate sale. Then I Googled it. I'm still happy about it, despite losing so much money. I made so much money in Wall Street. Roy Tabora. This painting is selling used, of course, on eBay, $9,750. Whoa, what's this one selling for on Etsy? $5,500. You feel what I'm saying? You see why, even despite losses in the market, and I'm going again to another place on tomorrow, that little dinky place, see what I can find, because I find a beautiful painting, and oh my gosh, even the frame. Don't forget, there's money in frames. Okay. Yo, what else you got going on here? Come across these, anyone? Look at the price ranges. Roy Tabora, After the Rain, $2,400. At Journey's End, $168,300. Whoa, look at the prices. So you think I'm playing? Gee, I wonder why you have all those people at that estate sale. I wonder why old boy drove 4 hours in his beautiful 4-door Benzo, putting all those frames up in there. I wonder why. You think he's got a frame fetish? It's about some money. Gee, I wonder why Meemaw came in that van with help. She came in a white van from North Carolina. She is states away to that estate sale, buying in bulk, making a deal. Gee, I wonder why. I doubt someone, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I know how some of us get, it's Goodwill, girl. Well, I doubt they got an EBT card in their purse worried about rent and what is I'm going to do with my light bill when it's bidding up like this here. More than likely, they know about art. They have some kind of income. So my point is, some people are very, I think I'm too good. Okay, and that's fine. Do you? But don't let that person being so negative looking down on you because they just don't have knowledge. They don't have knowledge. You think these people don't know it? Well, that's just so pretty. They might even like the penny. Heck, I wouldn't want it for me. But then when you Google, it's signed. When you Google who the artist is, huh? You want, so simply said, again, I already told you my experience, what I found, and I am excited. So I would say if you're not really sure, I don't want you to spend any money you don't have or can't afford to lose. Don't spend your mortgage or your rent money, or if you have some house money, that'll be great. That's what I go with, house money. And just go to an estate sale and maybe just check it out. Maybe just check it out. It's one company that does it. It's such a trip. They know me. They know me by name. Yeah, they know me by name because I go. Yeah, I am so there. Okay. Oh yeah, the black woman with a little curly fro. Oh yeah, I've been seeing her. That's her. Hey. So yeah. Hey, make me a deal. But this here. So I wanted to share this with you. That's why the title of the video is, Ladies, are you ready to get this money? I hope you do. I'm trying to get me some. Let's talk about my latest investment, and the investment is all. Don't forget, rich people, which I am so not, they invest money in what? Art, gold, and property. They do. Anyway, I am out. I'm mad at myself for not trading Redbox last week. I got in at 6 and now it was at $10 and now it's at 16. Yeah. Go figure. But anyway, let me know what your thoughts. If you have any success stories, share them in the comments. If you have a story that's not so great and maybe you've got something that we should be aware of, hey, let us know. Again, I'm only sharing with you my experience. I'm not acting as a broker or an art dealer, an appraiser, none whatsoever. I'm wishing you the very best despite these turbulent, volatile economic times. Sometimes you can find opportunities and issues like this here. And in my opinion, the art is it. Love you lots. Thanks for listening to the video. And I am out. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.